Good morning. I used to spend heaps of time trying to figure out what it was that I wanted out of life. What did I want? What did I want my personality to be like? What experiences did I want to have? Like what should my psychology be, my perspective on the world? And it was a fucking black hole of just despair. I didn't fucking get anywhere. My life wasn't getting that much better. I'd wake up and think like, oh, what am I going to do today? And think, try and think about like whatever. And just, it was pretty misguided. My days would just be spent scrolling and watching YouTube and like playing video games. So I didn't really know that was just like what was fun in the moment, basically. I didn't know what I wanted out of life. So I just did whatever was like, in front of me, basically. The thing is, now I've realized what I want. And another thing I've realized is that it's what we all want. It's what every single young man wants. So I'm going to potentially fast track a few years of your life right now. If you're having this problem, tell you exactly what the fuck you want so that you can actually start achieving it. Basically, young men want progression and development and achievement. That is a fact. No matter which young man you are, of all of the young men, that is just what we fucking live off, what we crave. That is the source of our happiness, is development, achievement, and progression. That's why we love video games so much, because it's a super concentrated source of progression and development and achievement. So there you go, there's your fucking answer. That is what you want. You want development and achievement and progression. That is what will make you happy. I fucking promise you. It took me so long to figure this out, but that is the fucking truth. That is what you want, and that is what will make you happy. I genuinely promise you, if you like video games, then this is the reason why. Not everyone likes video games. You realize, like, girls don't really like them that much. A lot of people just aren't that addicted and don't really like them, and you probably don't understand why they don't fucking love them, because they're fucking cool as fuck, obviously. But because you like them, I know for a fact that it's because you're the type of guy that is obsessed with development and achievement and progression. The problem is, you don't get, it's an artificial sense of achievement and progression that you get from the video games. Subconsciously, your brain knows that it's not real progression. It's not actually real life, real progression. So you can still feel like a bit empty and a bit fucking lost. So what you need to do is realize that the only way that you can actually get good mental health, basically, and improve your life is if you start focusing all your efforts towards real life progression, upgrading yourself in real life. That is basically self-improvement, the shit that I teach here. And it is a bit of a shame, because it's like, if you're like this, if you are this type of guy, then you won't get happy until you do this, which is a bit unfortunate. It's like, I'm sorry, but you just kind of have to accept that reality. But there's also the flip side of that, which is that, like, we have a clear path to a really fucking good life that is meant for us, so meant for us in our fucking like soul and our way of being. Just trust me, a life of progression and development in real life, not just in the video games, is such a potentially amazing life for you. So rather than being like, oh fuck, I have to do that, you should be excited, because like we basically have the opportunity to live a really, really fucking good life, because we know exactly what will make us happy. You know what I'm saying? So self-improvement is basically the key to like life maxing, to living your best possible lifestyle. And there's nothing you can do about this. You crave progression and development. So like, no matter what you try to do, your mind won't be satisfied. It won't, like, that craving won't subside until you start doing this. You might have even felt that like you've tried to change shit in your life. You've tried to, enter new areas of life and change your perspective and shit, but the problems you have kind of just stay there. It's like you're almost like attacking this problem, but it's just like obsessive. It's nothing changes. That's because this is the only thing that will make you happy. It's the only thing. And when you're not living like this, when you're not progressing and addressing this need of yours, your brain will come up with all these random fucking like issues. And if you try to address the issues directly, then nothing happens. And you can feel like you're basically spiraling and fighting like battles that you can't win. You will never win, because there is specifically one way that your brain wants to live. And that is obsessing basically over progression and development in real life. And these things are symptoms of the problem, but you have to address the actual problem, not the symptoms. Now, you've probably heard of self-improvement before. You might be thinking, oh, another fucking guy like telling me to be disciplined. Like, I know I should be disciplined, but it's fucking hard. If you haven't, I'll just give you a quick description of what self-improvement is. Basically, living where like you just devote yourself to upgrading and progressing yourself, upgrading yourself physically, your body, upgrading yourself mentally, upgrading your mind through things like meditation, gratitude journaling, and dopamine detoxing. If you want a full list of basically what is involved in like basically a peak self-improvement lifestyle and a guide on how to do that, you click the first link in the description. I've put together like a full guide. Or you can just look at the habits there and like start doing those. Or you can book a free call with me. There's also a link, and I'll just explain it all to you for free. But yeah, it might be more or less what you already know, that you already know, like, deep, if you are this type of person, deep down, you know that, like, every fucking day you probably think, oh, I should lock in, I should be more productive, I should be more disciplined. But what is very likely is you might have a misconception that it's a harder life to live. And the reason that you're not doing it is because it's harder. But I need to tell you a story. The day that I became disciplined, I was just like studying. Well, I was attempting to study, but I wasn't fucking getting anywhere. I was being antsy, like getting up, getting out of my chair and shit. Not being able to focus, feeling like shit. It was work I really didn't want to do. Anyway, I just decided, like, I'm just gonna have a shower and just try and, like, reset and calm down. So I was in the shower and I was just thinking about, like, why can I not fucking do this work? Like, I know I should be being productive. Like, it's the best thing to do. Like, I just want to get this work done. I hate feeling unproductive. And I just came to a realization that, like, I was waiting for it to sort of seem easy for me to do the work, waiting for me to want to do it. And I realized, like, that's fucking stupid. Like, I'm never going to want to do the homework. Why was I waiting for it to seem easy? If I wanted the outcome, if I wanted to be done the work, I just had to deal with the fact that it was going to feel like shit and I wasn't going to want to do it. But I knew that, like, the best outcome would be that I would focus, I'd get the work done, and then afterwards I would feel good. Yeah, I came out of that shower and sat down and did the work, and literally since that day have been the most disciplined person I've ever met in my fucking life. Like, my level of discipline literally offends people. I've been, like, properly dopamine detox for literally, like, 2 years straight. Have not eaten any fast food, watched any, like, entertaining or just random content, like, on my own. I eat completely clean, healthy food. I can study for, like, 4 hours straight with no breaks. Get insane amounts of work done. Been exercising fully consistently this whole time as well. Like, genuine, like, mythical level, like, lock-in productivity. Now, it took me 30 seconds to make that change. I did not become a new fucking person in 30 seconds. I did not acquire years of mental strength in 30 fucking seconds. I'm still the same person. You know what I'm saying? If I could make that change in 30 seconds, then that means I'm still the same person I was before the change. Before the change, I was just like you might be now. I felt lazy. I felt unproductive. I felt incapable. Afterwards, I was the most disciplined person I've ever met in my fucking life. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I didn't change. I didn't somehow be okay with doing hard work. I didn't somehow, like, become some god of discipline. What this must mean is that I actually discovered an easier way to live, not a harder way. If it was a harder way to live, how the fuck could I have just started doing that out of nowhere? It must be an easier way to live because I started doing it and I've done it this whole time. I'm still the same person. If it was harder, there's no fucking way I would still be living like this. Like, I'm inherently at my core, like, lazy and, like, comfort seeking, and I just want, like, the easiest, best, most enjoyable life possible. Like, seriously, it's actually fucking disturbing. Like, my ability to delay gratification is not that fucking good, like, at all. I have fucking issues with, like, experiencing discomfort now for the sake of rewards later. Trust me, like, I seriously fucking do. Yet, I'm, like, the most disciplined person I've ever fucking met. Which means that this life is actually easier. And it's fucking true. So, to go back to what I was saying is, you might know that you should be disciplined and productive. You might know already that that's really what you want and will make you happy. But you might be thinking that, like, oh, it's a harder life. It's a worse life. It's so difficult. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to live a worse life. Dude, it's not worse. If it was worse, then I wouldn't do it. There's no reason for anyone to do it if it's worse. The reason that people do it, and that they seem fucking crazy like me yelling at you to do it as well, is because they realize it's actually easier. Yes, you do have to experience some shit that you don't want to do, like doing the homework, but you do it for just a couple hours of, like, acknowledging that it's, like, going to be a bit difficult. And then afterwards, it's so much easier because you've done the work and you don't feel like a piece of shit anymore and you feel fucking happy. So, like, overall, there is some moments where it's harder, like some little peaks, but the overall life is, like, so much easier. Think about it, like, a couple hours a day of, like, of it being, like, a little bit harder than you experience right now, but then the rest of the day is, like, 20 times easier. You already do hard shit. You already deal with all day the fact that you haven't done the homework and that you feel like kind of shit and lazy for not doing it. You already deal with the fact that, like, maybe you think you can't attract as attractive women as you want because, like, you haven't really upgraded yourself that much, or, like, you're not as sexy as you want to be. You haven't worked out for as long as you want to. you're not as consistent in the gym as you think you should be. You deal with that shit all fucking day long. Like I genuinely feel for you. What I'm fucking saying is you are living a harder life right now. This is a way easier life because I don't deal with any of that shit. I don't deal with the pain of thinking I should be going to the gym more because I just go and do it. Like it doesn't make any sense to me why you would think, oh, I should be going. Just do it. Just acknowledge that. The first step though is acknowledging that like it's not going to be easy to go to the gym more. No, like it's not. You think, oh, I should go, but it's not easy. If it was easy, you'd be going already. You have to acknowledge that it does take a little bit of like doing some shit you don't want to do. Like you just have to accept that. But the rest of the life is so easy. So don't think that it's like a harder life. What I'm explaining to you is that there is something that you want, right? Just to summarize and finish up this video. There is something that you want. There is a peak life that you want, and I know exactly what it is. It's a life full of progression and achievement. If you're the type of guy that I think you are, that's absolutely like that is, you need to know this. Like you might not even know that, but you might already, but you might not know explicitly that is what you fucking want. That is what will make you happy. If you want more like of a deep explanation of why I think that's true, I have a video called, I think it's called Peak Male Experience Walkthrough. You should go watch that one. Yeah, so that's the lifestyle you need. But then the next stage is knowing that like, okay, sure, that's like what I would want, but like you don't know if you're capable of actually doing the hard work, if you're capable of living a life that's harder. Like you don't want to do that because it's like a harder life. Like you don't want to live like that because you know that it's harder. It's not. It is not harder. Yes, that you do have to do some things that you don't want to do, but trust me, you are spending 80% of your day doing things you don't want to do, dealing with mental health and mental problems that you don't want to deal with. I deal with stuff that I don't want to do for 20% of the day, and then the other 80%, I have good thoughts and good mental health and good experiences. This life is not harder. If it was harder, I wouldn't be on it for the last 2 years with fucking perfection. And I have no worry of going back to the life I used to live. Absolutely none, because I don't want to. It's not an issue of like me constantly being disciplined. Like it sounds fucking shit to me. Like maybe some people can do that, but I'm not the type of person that can do that. They can just like sacrifice their fucking day-to-day happiness. Yeah. So I just want to break that belief of yours that you think it is what you want, this lifestyle, but you don't want to actually do it. You don't want to do the work. Like it's going to be fucking shit and be hard. Yeah, for like a little bit, for actually when you're doing the work, but the lifestyle as a whole is way easier. So I'm just like, if I was trying to convince you to do some shit that wasn't good, then this channel would be fucking useless. And I really don't think I get anyway, but I feel like I'm genuinely spreading the gospel too, because I'm like, this is what you want, and it's actually easier than the way you're living now. So why the fuck would you not do it? Yeah, it's fucking crazy shit. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. If you want to speak to me more about this personally, you can book a free call with me. Link is in the description. We can fucking talk about it. I can try and convince you even more to live like this. Or if you just want some extra help, then yeah. And if you want a full program of like exactly how to live all of the habits in detail, then first link in the description. But yeah, this is like real, genuine, good shit. I'm not like, I hope you can tell, I'm not fucking like lying about this or trying to get views. I'm just genuinely trying to push like the actual fucking truth. It's a fucking beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm so excited to like keep fucking spreading this message. Because I've just realized like that I'm not fucking special. I'm not like more disciplined than anyone else. Like it's genuinely true. This is just a better way to live. So yeah, I need to get the word out there and want to convince as many people as possible of this to like, I don't know, it's good shit. Alright, yeah. Alright, love you. See ya.